What's up everyone, welcome to Essential Style. So the other day I was walking around in these boots, the Thursday Whiskey Storm King Captains. I was walking around in these boots, it was snowing, it was raining, there's a lot of salt on the ground, so I do have a lot of salt stains on them, if you could see right there. Quite a bit of those stains right there. I pretty much just walked a good 5 miles in these boots. The boots did absolutely great, but I did not clean them. I got home, I put shoe trees in them. There you go, you can see those salt stains right here. Actually, my lights, turn on my lights. Lights. There you go, you can probably see that a little bit easier. So yeah, there's a salt stain right there. I've got salt stains pretty much all over the place, especially up front. So for today, what I want to do is we're gonna go through, ooh, look at that. That's a pretty bad salt stain. Right there, really bad salt stain. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to clean these up and see if we can get rid of those salt stains. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the laces out. We're gonna start with this boot right here. So what I wanna do is I wanna just go ahead and just try to give it a good wipe down. Really should have done this the other day, but I was feeling a bit lazy. And these boots don't need to look the absolute best. These are not my really nice dress boots. These are not my Allen Edmonds Daltons, which are right over there. So these boots were pretty much, I bought these boots to be abused. Let's take a look at the other one. I actually think that's not salt. I think I was just constantly kicking stuff, but we'll see if we can clean it up a bit. There we go, looking better already. We can end the video right there. Just kidding. So yeah, you could see salt stain right there. So now what I want to do, I was using Cobbler's Choice for this a while ago, but I have this really old, I got this a while ago. This is the Allen Edmonds conditioner cleaner. It's designed to clean, so I'm going to try this. Just because I found that the Cobbler's Choice, they darken the leather, so I like the Allen Edmonds cleaner better. Get a little bit right there. Just go ahead and rub it in. Rub it in the front as well. A little bit on the side. I prefer to just condition them like this with my hand. You could use an applicator pad if you like. I just like to do this. We're gonna get the tongue. Really try to make it as clean as possible. All right, there is the left boot, and you could see, still see those stains a little bit, but they're starting to go away. We could always use shoe polish for that. Notice the front actually looks pretty decent. So just applying the conditioner, this is how it looks, and this is how it looked before. This is the boot that we didn't touch yet. You can see I got those stains on the toe, right behind the toe cap. It looks kind of crappy right there. And then this is what it looks like after. So conditioner is actually probably gonna work really well for this. Allow to dry. All right, so we're gonna have to allow this to dry for a little bit. All right, get this one, the welt right there, just so that it looks a little bit nicer. Doesn't have to look perfect. I'm not going for perfection with these boots. I don't want them to look all, with a bunch of stains all over the place, All right, the conditioner has been applied. I have to leave these to dry for probably about an hour. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, it has been about an hour. It looks like the boots have actually dried up pretty nicely. So we'll go ahead and we will start polishing them up. Got my little rag right here. All right, let's start with this side. Try to polish it. All right, I'm gonna do the polish like this. All right, now this boot's done. Let's get the other boot ready. All right, taking a look at the boots. It looks like the left boot barely has that stain on there. Still shows up. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it still has a little bit. The right boot, different story. We still see that water stain right there. No salt stains though. No salt stains. The boots pretty much came back to life. They even look better up here. But we are not done. We got a couple other things to do. All right, so now we're gonna take this heel and edge dressing, and we're gonna try to fix the edges, just make them look a little bit better. By the way, I'll have all the stuff that I'm using linked below, including the shoe trees and the boots. First, let's go ahead and shake this up. And now let's try to just paint a little bit. Make it look a little bit better. Again, I don't want it to look perfect. Little dings and scuffs look nice, but I do want it to look a little bit nicer than it did. So this one is with the heel dressing, this one is without it. You can probably see a difference. your eye doesn't go directly to it. This one looks a lot cleaner. So this one, we're gonna do this one carefully. Just put it on the front a little bit. And I don't want to paint the stitching brown. And there we go. How's that look? Much better, right? I thought so. All right, and finally, just to get some of these water stains out, we're gonna take some of the Allen Edmonds Dark Chili Shoe Polish right here, just to see if we can add a little bit more color and mask this stain. If this is as good as they get, that's totally fine anyway, but I would like to have no stains at all, especially on the front of these boots. Just keeps them looking good. However, these are beater boots, but they're a bit of a nicer beater boot. Let's see if we can make the stain a little bit less visible. If we can't, not a big deal, but still give it a shot. All right. Take my old t-shirt rag. And let's go ahead and polish the front of these shoes a bit. That one's done. Let's go ahead and polish this shoe. A little bit less liberal with this one. Now let's see if we can rub it in, make it look a little bit nicer. It looks like that's as good as it's gonna get. Oh well, not a big deal. We definitely removed the stain quite a bit. Let's get the other one done. All right, so the left one actually came out much better. You can barely even see that stain right there. The right one, however, you could still see that stain if you're looking for it, although it's not really like super noticeable, so not a big deal. All right, boots are ready to be worn again. Let's go through each boot. Here is the right one. The entire thing has been polished and conditioned. And still, if you look hard, you can see that stain. It is noticeable to me just because I look at it, but we polished the edges, we polished the welt, so it looks a little bit nicer. No salt stains on the side, none that are visible, at least overall. This boot looks pretty good. And then the left one, of course, barely noticeable. That stain's barely noticeable. And you can see the boot is just in really good condition since we wore it in the snow and the wet and the salt. And overall, the boot looks pretty good. So Thursday boots are a very good boot to be going out wearing them in the rain and snow. I would say just be careful if you have a lighter color like this. This is kind of like that more dark chili, similar to the Red Wing Iron Ranger color, because you are going to get stains that are going to show up in the leather. You could also choose a darker color leather if you're constantly going to be in inclement situations like I was the other day. But nonetheless, if you polish them, condition them, wipe them off, leave them dry, put a little bit more care into them as soon as you get home and take your shoes off. The boots are probably not going to have stains like mine do right now. So hope this video helped you, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. Reminder to consider subscribing and liking the video if you want, totally free if you like the content here, that is, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.